Hey guys, welcome back to Think Beautiful, the channel where I discuss the debacle that is Meghan Markle. And oh my goodness, how did we get so lucky to get this podcast? Thank you, Jamie Kern Lima, because this was very entertaining. Unlike any podcast Meghan Markle has ever done, they are boring. That is Meghan Markle trying to be creative because she's now just such a CEO. She's a creative, she's an innovator, she's a female flounder, all the things. She just makes up a word and she just tries to squeeze herself into it. No, 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 because this podcast was so much better. We got Meghan Markle crying, okay, a few crocodile tears going on. We also got a heap of cringe moments. We got all kinds of word salad. And most of all, we got Meghan Markle trying to tell us that she doesn't need to prove herself anymore. She knows what kind of a person she is. She knows what a great mother, what a great wife, what a great friend she is, all the while trying to prove herself on said podcast. I mean, it's just insane. She can't pull her head out of the clouds. I don't know what is going on, but let's take a look at the comments because that is my second favorite home. It's always so entertaining. So I want to see what you guys are saying. Let's head over there. So I'm over on YouTube. I found Jamie Kern Lima's YouTube page with her podcast. Here's Meghan Markle. Looks like she's half asleep. Now let's take a look. There are almost 7,000 comments. Okay, let's get into this. You're failing in life if you're always trying to convince and persuade people that you're a good person and how successful and happy you are. Exactly right. Why are you even talking about this? Happy 14th anniversary to the Prince and Princess of Wales. May you have a blessed and wonderful life. Oh, that's a nice little touch there. Good work, guys. This will not work. You cannot rewrite history. We know too much. Yeah, exactly. The cat is out of the bag. I think she said it right when she said that. This must be the first time I dislike the host more than Meghan Markle. Oh, Jamie gets a roasting. She is very hard to listen to. I think I've listened to her just enough to kind of, it doesn't grate on me as much, but it's really hard. Everything she says is yes, yeah, I've got chills. It's so over the top. Meghan, I don't have to prove myself to anyone. I'm so done with that. Then why do you employ a PR team? Because you're trying to prove yourself. A 10-minute self-aggrandizing intro about the goddamn rocking chairs. She does. Jamie talks all about the rocking chairs. It's her big thing. There's so much promo in this podcast. Why didn't you ask Meghan about her father, sister, brother? Why didn't you ask Meghan why she lied about the RF royal family being RACIST? Why didn't you ask Meghan why her children are not allowed to go to Great Britain and meet her husband's family? Why didn't you ask Meghan why she insists on using a title for an institution that she despises? Exactly. And that's a really good point because in this podcast, Jamie shows a picture of some ridiculous hamper with ice cream in it. Like, what a stupid idea. That's obviously going to melt. And she's using her royal cipher on a little note piece of paper, to say Jamie with her little calligraphy going on. And obviously she's using her royal title constantly. We just don't see it all the time. But when we do, it really annoys people. OMG, the ice cream delivery had with compliments HRH. Oh, did it say HRH? Are you joking? I didn't see the HRH. Oh, I didn't see that. That interview was the most authentic thing I've ever witnessed. I'm now off to ride my amazing unicorn. Oh my goodness. And they tried to not wear makeup, but I don't know. I think Meghan had a heap of bronzer on, to be honest. The drop off to Jamie, her amazing friend, in her thoughtful effort as her close friend, was signed as Her Royal Highness. I've got to have another look at that image. Oh my goodness. Has Meghan thought about being a good daughter, sister, and daughter-in-law? No, she hasn't. She has completely forgotten those roles. Humble beginnings. Her father was a multi-Emmy winning lighting director, gave her everything, private schools, paid for her college and vehicles, supported her, and she married WTF. She's totally forgotten that side of her life, which is really, really sad. But to be honest, Thomas Markle is probably happy with that now that he's seen what she's like. Did Jamie say she didn't wear any makeup for this interview? If she thinks she's fooling us with that crazy lie, then I cannot believe another word out of her mouth. WTF. Markle has no idea how ridiculous she sounds. She really doesn't. She thinks that if she just keeps talking, we are at some point going to buy into her BS. This is 100% cringe, totally phony and dishonest. We all see it. This feels like a bad SNL parody. So cringe. It's actually beyond cringe, this one, because both of them are really hard to listen to. So you're getting cringe from both angles. Anyone who has to do a podcast to tell everyone that they are not a bad person is a bad person. Yes, exactly. Why would you find yourself having to tell everyone that you're a good person? Maybe the world is trying to tell you something and you should learn from it. What Meghan really, really wants us to get. She has kids and she's a mom. Yeah. She doesn't look at the internet. She keeps saying that again. I don't read what's on the internet. She is so busy. Oh, she's so busy. This interview out cringes the Drew Barrymore one. Oh, easily. Easily. This is another level of cringe. This is Olympic cringe, you guys. 100% gold medal worthy. Royal title is wrong. It makes me cringe every time I hear or read Meghan Duchess of Sussex. Good Lord. What about those women weaving those handbags, paid nothing, then shipped to Italy for completion and selling for $700 to $1,000? Oh, goodness. I can't believe you had that cruel lying fool of a woman on your show. I'm gone. Ask her about her niece, Ashley. Again, forgotten about Ashley, I think. Do you think we are 5-year-olds? Yeah, she thinks we're stupid. She also thinks we have the memory of a goldfish. Is this a parody? You would think so. You know what? It would be hard to make this into a parody because there's nowhere to go. There's literally, they've done everything to the nth degree. You would actually struggle to make this funnier than it is. Jamie, I don't know who you are, nor do I want to. 5 minutes of listening to your dribble with the pretentious Meghan Markle is all I can take. Meghan says she dropped Markle right after getting married. That is just not true. She reinvents history like no other. Yeah, so Jamie asks Meghan, have you or do you still use Markle? And she says, no, not since I was married, which to be honest sounds a bit like the way people in the Megxit community ask or, question why people say Kate Middleton because she stopped using that the day she was married. So to be honest, that kind of rings a little bit familiar to me, that she's almost echoing that same statement. This was a very soft interview. Of course it was. Meghan clearly would not agree to be interviewed by anyone who isn't a personal friend. And that's getting really, really boring, to be honest. No one wants to listen just to two friends chatting, okay? We don't trust that there's going to be some hard hitting questions, and there never is. Probably the best accidental comedy in the world right now. My sides hurt. No, she's not an American member of the British royal family. She was here for 18 months, then left it to make $1 billion with our stupid prince. Typo there. She hasn't made $1 billion and she will not make $1 billion. She seems to think she's going to sell her as ever brand. I get the sense that she wants to sell it like Jamie Kern Lima sold her cosmetics brand. The problem is there are people wanting to buy cosmetic brands. Who's going to want to buy a jam company? And it's not even jam. Your hero product is not even what it's meant to be. Are these two for real? Since when did 3-year-olds get report cards? She mentions one of their report cards. Goodness gracious. Oh my gosh, this woman should be studied in psych school. Yep, 100%. You'd learn so much. I'm gagging. It's an insult to normal women that you think we'd fall for this. Yes, it is. I'm now convinced that all the positive comments on Facebook pages are bots. People really do not like this woman. And people like Jamie, who are friends with Meghan Markle and just kind of can't believe that she cops it constantly, they need to ask themselves why this might be the case. Because none of these friends have known her for longer than like 5 years. Jesus, my 9-year-old niece can hold a more mature, riveting, and honest conversation than these two. What a load of BS. This interview only proved you're both insane. Sure did. Good Lord, Miss Markle, no one wants you to prove anything. Please spare us. We'll survive. Well, we don't need her to prove anything because the proof is in the pudding. We know she is not a good person. Actions speak louder than words, Meghan. Ask her why she is using the title Duchess of Sussex when she left the royal family and was asked by the Queen not to use it. And really, that is the thing that gets me. It's just that, okay, say whatever you want, but would a good person go back on their word that they made to the Queen? Okay, the Queen of England, not to use your title for commercial gain, but here you are doing it. That is not a good person. That is called disrespectful. No normal person sends their kids an email every night so they have like 6,000 emails to read on their 18th birthday. Oh, I mean, she didn't make this up either. I've heard of this before. I mean, is it going to work? I don't know. I don't know. Let me know if you've done this. That is a lot of emails. There's probably better ways. Why doesn't she put little letters in her keepsake jam container? She told us she's going to use it as a time capsule, or she told us we should use it as a time capsule. But in real life, she's actually using emails. Goodness sakes. When she's the host, she talks about herself. When she's the guest, she talks about herself. All she ever does is talk about her damn self. I'm going to like that now. Why not ask Meghan the real questions? Why she bullied the late Queen and the rest of the royal family? What about her dad? Go away, Meghan. This was all written and produced and directed by Meghan Markle. No, we still don't like you. Happy anniversary, William and Catherine. True love, real children, real sense of duty and service, true grace. Need I say more? No, you don't need to. We know. Meghan has a special way of bringing their families together as ever with love. What is that comment? You're an odd one out there, darling. This comment section is pure gold. Thanks. Yes, it sure is. I love these comment sections. YouTube never turns these off. Well, I lasted 21 minutes, so that's more than enough. That is a long time. That's a silver medal. I'll take the gold because I watched the whole thing and, and then some. But that's a good effort. But that's more than enough for me hearing two grown women talk like teenagers in their first year being accepted in a college sorority. This crap proves that money will buy you anything. Well, I'll tell you what money does seem to buy you. It seems to buy you a podcast. They all have podcasts and they just jump around to each other's podcasts. As ever, the best part of the podcast is the comments section. Yes, I agree. Well, I mean, it's pretty entertaining, but this is a pretty close second. I just went direct to the comments. People are loving the comments. She reviewed all of the questions prior, and she did because at the start she says she doesn't know any of the questions, but then towards the end, Jamie is saying something to her about, "Oh, I'm going to read that saying out," and Meghan knows exactly which saying she's talking about. So she knows. You can't work at 13 here in California. Oh, yeah, because we hear again about this Humphrey Yoga, Yasmin Bleeth story, a whole heap of regurgitated stories, honestly. Why is loving your child such a big deal to her? It's natural for all mothers. Is she trying to convince us she loves them? Yes, she is. She's trying to prove that she loves her kids when we know she puts herself first. There's a wonderful wedding anniversary tomorrow of real royalty. Exactly. We should be focusing on that. Came here, paused the video, and went straight to the comments. Wow, incredibly fake. Megan, read the comments. You need to rethink your whole PR strategy as it ain't working. Last time I saw Jamie Kern Lima with Meghan Markle was at that summit in the Hamptons. And Jamie Kern Lima had to turn the comments off on her Instagram. But guess what? She can't turn these off. So, how is this going to go? She's going to have to read these. She's so compassionate that she cut off both of her both sides of her family, mocked them, yeah, don't forget that, and playing victim against them every moment she had the mic in front of her mouth. And she does, she always drops in a few little bombs here and there. The facial expressions and voice changes. Meghan is delusional. She is delusional. WTF, this is horrible to watch. It is horrible. It is a nightmare. It is a nightmare, but there's so many ridiculous things in there. Honestly, if you just watch my video and watch the good bits, it's all you need. Just the little excerpts, I've clipped them all. You shouldn't ask her to name a town, or you should ask her to name a town in Sussex. Yeah, she talks about Sussex chickens. She's going to get some Sussex chickens. Like, who cares? What is that? Meghan, one tear left I go. I mean, she's dumb enough to have put that out into the world. She's going to get that back. Is she talking to Doria when she talks about the proving game? According to her family, Doria was absent, and this caused so much trauma in Meghan. Obviously, it did. Utterly nauseating. It is. It is. You need a sick bucket if you're going to listen to this. She can talk all she wants, but her actions towards family, friends, in-laws, staff, I think that's meant to say, elderly, speak volumes. Happy anniversary, William and Catherine. Markle goes through what she goes through because you attract into your life what you are. That's a good saying. Never heard so much ridiculous crap in my life. Good work, Brenda. So boring, and sorry to sound rude, but what insights did this podcast give? Meghan is not a member of the royal family. Well, I'm sorry, but she kind of is. That needs to finish. But anyway, that man loves me so much, but I just wanted the crown jewels and the money. Meghan, how dare you set your own dad up? Oh gosh, she can't live this down. I don't read media or press. Yeah, right. Give me a break. Please ask her, have you seen or spoken with your father? No, clearly not. Their faces must hurt so much from all that fake smiling. Oh gosh. Someone called her Skid Markle, and that comment was more authentic than this whole ass puppet conversation. Ass puppet. Good work, Anastasia. I don't know which one of them is more annoying. And that's the thing. It's tricky. It's very tricky. They're annoying in different ways. But Meghan Markle, you have to say, she's more of a deep annoying because she's just got the layers going on. If you have to say my husband loves me so much, he probably doesn't. Yeah, and I don't think they're together. If you listen to some of the statements she makes, when she's asked by Jamie, do you think you'll be married forever? She says, yes. And her voice goes through the effing roof. Well, that sounds like a lie to me. These two ladies are so cringe. I'm Sussex now. Yeah, goodness. Well, she's not Markle, so what is she? I'm so confused. Can the Duchess of Perpetual Victimhood sound more vain? Probably not. I'm out, can't stomach this. Who watches this crap? Why is she speaking like a toddler? I thought the comments would be disabled. Nah, never are. That's why I came straight here. Volume had to go down 1 minute in. I'm here for the comments. Oh, just pause it. You both deserve each other. Right, she's making the jam on her stove. OMG. Oh, yeah, as ever. I bought a Rolex watch from a Turkish market that's more authentic than Meg. Notice how she's shaking her head no while she's spewing all her lies about how great she is. Oh, why does she think we want to hear how great she is? Why does she think we want to hear how much her kids love her? Wouldn't you say, gosh, I just love my kids. They're so amazing. Why would you go and say your kids love you, your husband loves you? Why is it all directed at you? That is weird. That is not normal. Fake empathy and crocodile tears. Yeah, definitely. I bet she is such a good friend because you're worth exactly, $1 billion and have a private jet. Exactly. Now, she says that she didn't know, and not in this interview actually, but she says in another interview in her podcast, which I've just listened to, which goodness gracious, that's another one. But she says she didn't know who Jamie was when she met her. And I feel like that's a lie. You know, when you just hear Meghan say something and you just know it's a lie. So I'm going to look that up. She is insufferable completely. Two narcissists talking to each other. Jamie, you couldn't possibly believe this woman has a genuine bone in her body. Well, she does. She's a new friend. She doesn't know. She doesn't get it. No, no, no. Meghan was raised farm to table, fresh, fresh, fresh. Ha ha ha. How delusional are these people? Truly entertaining. This is unbearable. Leave us alone. Duchess of Emptiness. Oh, unbearable is a good word. So cringe. Are you all for real? She is not a member of the British royal family. I don't know. She's on the website, isn't she? I haven't checked that for a few weeks now. Gosh, I just get the feeling Charles is not. This is it. He's just gonna coast ride the wave, I should say, on his way out. He's not looking to ruffle any feathers. Nothing's gonna happen. God, nothing's like watching two wealthy women cry about problems they don't have. Oh, I know. I know. And that's another thing. Like, okay, I get she's a billionaire and people have bad days, but it just doesn't work on people that are not billionaires. What the hell was that? Confessions of a Female Flounder. Yes, of course, that is what it's called. Came here for the comments. How about addressing the bullying? Well, she does inadvertently, because when she is banging on about not having to prove herself or not wanting to prove herself anymore, that is about her trying to address and counter the bullying claims that relentlessly keep popping up. A bit like a whack-a-mole. She's over it. She says she's not over it. Not like that, but she is, because she's given up. It's worn her down, basically. She has nowhere to go. And she's pretending that she's taking the high road, is what she means when she says that. So, yeah, have you ever heard of Meghan Markle taking the high road? Don't think so. She'd get lost on that road. I'm beginning to believe that she doesn't see or read anything about her because she's still so self-centered. If she knew what people thought of her, maybe she'd rein it in. No. No, because she thinks she's right. Why does Jamie just keep on nodding? This is not an interview. This is a love fest. It is a love fest. Oh, she does. She just nods and agrees with everything and says, yes. I have been a regular IT customer. This makes me think much less of Jamie. Oh, no, really? Really? Oh, my goodness. Well, this is the real Jamie. What can I say? Take it or leave it. Two adult children frolicking in their delusions of grandeur, insufferable. I've been a fan of yours, Jamie. I have your book, but this is really cringe. This is more cringe than her book. Her book looks cringe. I can't even look at her book. It blinds me. Should come with a pair of sunglasses, that thing. Why is it like a freaking glitter bomb? What is she trying to do with that? Oh, as if she needs that kind of cover. She's a billionaire. What's this fakery? Oh, so she stole the idea to send emails to her kids. Yeah, she completely stole it, regurgitates it like it's her idea as ever. Americans, eh? Thanks for the laughs, baby voice lady. Baby voice lady. She does. I sound like a baby. Oh my God. Oh yeah. I can't do it. I should have practiced. Oh, you two are unintentionally hysterical. Oh my goodness. If my mother left me 2,000 emails to read in the future, I'd feel guilty if I didn't read them all. It's like she's controlling them. Oh, controlling them in the future also. The guilt trip. Oh, Molly, I just came here for the comments, of course. We have all been here. We love this place. Markle gave up being special when she abandoned the only thing that made her special, the royal family. Jamie, nauseating. I don't think anyone could match Meg's. Way to go. This isn't helping Jamie. I mean, if she thought that this was going to be a scoop, this is marketed as Duchess of Sussex's first podcast. I mean, is it? I mean, but also who cares? Like, we've heard every single story and she just retells all the stories. Now, literally, you hear her building up to the story and you're like, oh, here we go. Here's the Humphrey Yogurt, Yasmin Bleeth lie. Oh, here comes another one. And then she just peppers them all the way through her little speech. This was insufferable. Keeps her children away from the grandparents, does not show up for those relationships. Yeah, because she just keeps saying she shows up. She shows up. I feel like she's pushing Archwell on us because that's their slogan, show up and do good. She just always says it now about her friends. What about the bullying allegations? That's where what you should be asking her about. Yeah, conveniently, no mention of bullying. Long live and love Prince William and Princess Catherine. Yes, gonna like that one. OMG, Meghan is the queen of spreading untruths. And there's just so much hypocrisy. Sometimes I just get such a headache thinking about it all because even, the idea of her telling lies is just pure hypocrisy because they bang on her and Harry about misinformation. So it's everything they do is just wrong. What a ridiculous interview. Recollections may vary. Harry of Fox, I didn't even mention that. That was just ridiculous and stupid. I don't know. She's trying to build his profile. No, he is not a fox at all. He's the same color as a fox, but that's about it, really. And he's sly like a fox. There you go. He is like a fox. As ever, Meghan is not believable. Guys, I've only seen one good comment, and I'm not even sure if they were being honest. Maybe they were being facetious, but this is all bad. This is all bad. Jamie, take the hint. There are things about this woman that clearly you are missing. Jamie bangs on about intuition and all kinds of things, but she's way off the mark here. OMG, this is so bad. I can't do any more. 5 minutes was all. Guys, tell me in the comments how many minutes you made it because it is hard. It is really hard. It is almost like an Olympic sport or some kind of torture. How long can you go listening to this before you either throw up or just you can't take it anymore? You just have to hit that pause button or I don't know, smash the computer is another thing you could do. Wow, this Jamie is more fake. Oh, I don't know if she's fake. She's too much. These people need to just tone it down. I can't stop cringing. Okay. Ask her why she lied in court. Well, she lied in court because she is a criminal. Quite simple. What's the Duchess BS? Oh, that rhymes. Good one. So she is tired of pretending, but she has to use so much bronzer to look dark. Her arms are a different color. I mean, if that's no makeup, I'm so confused. She obviously tans her face. I mean, it's not the same as a few years ago. It's just, this whole thing doesn't make sense. The lack of self-awareness is impressive. Okay, yeah. We should be positive about this actually. I agree, Mary. I think we should look at it in a positive light and say that being that crap is impressive. 5,000 likes and 13,000 dislikes. As fake as my teeth. How many times did they say we have no makeup on? Oh, at least 8, I would say. Worldwide exclusive. That's too funny. Like the world cares. This is nauseating. Oh God, that was beyond sickening. Brave to have the comments still on. I mean, you need you do need a sick bucket to watch this or anything to do with Meghan Markle. Meghan Markle might as well lean into that and do an as ever sick bowl or something. Waiting for South Park, you don't even need to wait. This is comedy in itself. When did interviewers stop asking real questions? Well, that's because they're all her friends. So, and I think the next person on her flopcast for confessions is going to be her coffee brand, which she's just an investor in anyway, Clever Coffee or whatever it is, Dust Coffee with lead in it. So this is just all her spruiking herself. Meghan's first podcast and hopefully last. This is so awful. An SNL sketch looks more authentic. Jamie, you are being fooled by Meghan. You are, Jamie. You are. Trust me, Jamie, if you lost all your money tomorrow, okay, Meghan is not there for you. Unless you need to sell off some of your stuff and she gets it at a really cheap price, like you need to sell off your jet, she'll pick that up. But that's about it. She will ghost you. Look at me. I don't have to prove how great I am. That's beautiful. End of podcast. Ask her about all the lies in the Oprah interview. Yeah, that wasn't mentioned. Oprah was mentioned though, because Jamie Kern Lima is a die-hard Oprah fan. So when that is your role model, what do you expect? What do we expect? I regret checking this out. Such utter phoniness and gaslighting. Meghan shouldn't bother with the pretense of wiping away tears so obvious she wasn't really crying. Oh, she can't cry. She doesn't feel anything. She doesn't care about anyone. Just here for the comments. Are these bots saying how wonderful this POS is? Yeah, probably. Watch her body language markers. So many untruths. Well, you listen to her voice inflection. You can hear it there. MM is a good friend. Very suspicious. Where is your ex-BFF, Jessica Mulroney? Yeah, exactly. When you keep failing at everything you do, there's nowhere to go from there but up. Wow. You can actually go further down. Meghan Markle has debunked that, I would say, that when you think you can't go any lower, actually you can. Meghan's taught me that. What about Jess Mulroney? Oh, this is good. Jess is getting a bit of a look in. She is not a nice person, great mum, or great friend. Actions speak louder than words. I'll just do a few more. These are all bad. I can't believe they are all bad. Where are her fans? Where are the people hang on a minute, where are the people that bought all of her as ever crap? Because don't forget, a big part of her pretending to be successful is that she sold out of all her product range in 45 minutes. Where are those people? I don't see them. So that must be a lie. Or she had 5 jars of honey, 10, jars of spread. This makes no sense. Suddenly, nobody teaches you to be an actress. Geez, this is paid marketing puff piece. Everything she does is a puff piece. Good Lord, what a joke. Your father is dying. Shut up talking about yourself. She doesn't care. He will pass without speaking to her again. This lady got markled. Yeah, she's getting markled right now, for sure. OMG, please no more. Speechless, utter rubbish, both fakes. 7 minutes and 40 seconds in, and I already can't take it. I don't know how I did it last night. I really don't. I was on a mission. I was on a mission to bring you guys the scoop, and I really went all in. I gave it my all. I could call myself a female flounder, the amount of effort I put into that. I can't take it, and yet I can't look away. That's because it is a train wreck. Oh my gosh, I'm going to do one more. I'm going to pick a random one and then I'm going to have to leave it because I could literally be here all day. Okay, I found this sickly, sweet, and empty. Oh, that's a good one. Sickly and sweet. That is a good way of describing Jamie Kern Lima's voice. It is sickly sweet, not unlike this as ever spread, which is just a disaster. So there you go, guys. This is what's going on in the comments. This is what the people are actually thinking. So there we have it. Just two gals in their sweats, no makeup, just having a chit chat, trying to tell us how great Meghan Markle is. As ever, this is just another effort from Meghan Markle to fix her reputation that she spent the first few years in the royal family just completely obliterating, and now trying to clean up that mess. Sorry, when I say first few years in the royal family, I mean, like, what is it, 18 months or something ridiculous? Anyway, I don't know. Just not even, she's a blip in the algorithm, you guys. She won't go away. We need to do a hard reset on this thing. But there you go. So please like and subscribe. Please keep watching my videos. I have so many more good ones up and coming. So I want to keep you guys entertained. Let me know if there's anything you want me to do, any ideas. Happy to hear your feedback, unlike Meghan Markle. Okay. So have a good night, and I will catch you all soon. Bye.